The name's Bond. James Bond. Yup, nobody does it better than the spy who loved me, the man with the golden gun, who's brought down Goldfinger, Spectre, and Dr. No, as well as proving that the world is not enough, you only live twice, and tomorrow never dies. But we're petrolheads, which means that we don't just care about the snappy suits, the one-liners, or even the thousands of girls. What we care about is the cars, and in every good Bond movie, there's an absolute stunner of a car. So what better way to celebrate than to have a stab at the most controversial movie car top 10 list of all time? Oh yes, we're going for the big one, the top 10 Bond cars ever. Let the arguments begin. We'll start with a few that just missed my list, commencing with the Jaguar CX75 the baddies chased Bond down in during Spectre, and the legendary Toyota 2000 GT in You Only Live Twice. The Citroën 2CV in For Your Eyes Only is stuff of legend, and the only redeemable feature of Die Another Day, for me, was the Vanquish. The greatest car jump in history came from the AMC Hornet in The Man with the Golden Gun, the exclusive to Spectre DB10 set millions of tongues wagging, and even the Mercury Cougar in Lazenby's on Her Majesty's Secret Service gets a mention. But this isn't just good Bond, this is the best of Bond. So disagree with me in the comments box if you will, but let's discuss the best Bond machinery ever. So let's start with Casino Royale. The all-new Daniel Craig Bond needed a great toy to play with, and he was given the DBS. It's already one of the greatest Bond cars ever, and became the centerpiece of the most amazing car crash in movie history. No arguments on that one, please. If Bond was a bit posher, I think we'd have seen a few more Rolls Royces over the years, but I like the fact that the Silver Cloud got its shining moment of glory in A View to a Kill. And it's particularly special, as this one was actually owned by James Bond director Cubby Broccoli. And this one didn't go in the lake. Blink and you'd miss it, but at number 8 is the Triumph Stag in Diamonds Are Forever. This car is almost as cunning as Bond himself, as in real life it's unremittingly awful, and yet somehow it has earned its rightful place due to the style that ultimately comes with it. Very Connery, this one. I love the Renault 11. You didn't think I'd miss this one out, did you? That chase scene in A View to a Kill made the worst car Bond has ever driven truly iconic forever. And be fair, you'd drive half a car around Paris if given the chance too, wouldn't you? Nice one, Roger. Between the Z3 and the Z8, I liked the BMW Z8 best in The World Is Not Enough, as it was genuinely the coolest of the convertible Bavarian breed. And it died one of the most savage deaths of a car in any Bond film. Horrible, but totally awesome. Without the Sunbeam Alpine in Dr. No, I'm not sure the James Bond legacy on the silver screen would ever have really taken hold. It's genesis for the Bond car and car chase, and that's why I raved about it on Channel 5's The Cars That Made Britain Great. And you know what? 50 years on, it still does. Timothy Dalton's pride and joy in the living daylights, the Aston Martin V8 Vantage, only just misses the top 3, largely because it's the aggressive Aston for the aggressive Bond. Seriously, it couldn't have been more suited to Timothy Dalton, and that alone makes it ultra cool. The best BMW in a Bond film? Without a doubt, it's the 750iL from Tomorrow Never Dies. Classy, elegant, and with the best remote control system ever. Why can't my mobile phone crash a BMW into an Avis rental office, eh? There's just no justice in the world. Bond has done wonders for Lotus, and in particular, the Esprit. First it became a submarine in The Spy Who Loved Me, glug glug, and then it went skiing in For Your Eyes Only. Not a bad effort for a car that's only beaten by one in our amazing list. The very, very best comes first though, and that's the DB5. Come on, is this even debatable? It's the only Bond car that stood the test of time, and it's still been as relevant in the 2010s as it was 50 years ago. Sean Connery, Pierce Brosnan and Daniel Craig have all looked amazing in it, and it's featured in the following Bond films: Goldfinger, Thunderball, GoldenEye, Tomorrow Never Dies, Casino Royale and Skyfall. In the same way that James Bond drinks a vodka martini, shaken not stirred, he drives an Aston Martin DB5. Simple as that, really. Although we have heard rumours that he might be driving a Fiat 500 at some stage in the next one. Come on, really? This had better be worth it. Like and subscribe, and of course comment and disagree in the box below.
Bond. James Bond.